On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Outsider.
A person who is not part of a particular group, community, or society, someone who is considered to be on the periphery or outside of established social circles.
Examples:
Outsider perspective. Outsider artist. Living in a foreign country can make you feel like an outsider at times.
Overstate.
To exaggerate or make something seem more important or serious than it is.
Examples:
Overstate the issue. Overstate the importance. He tends to overstate his accomplishments to impress others.
Godfather.
A male godparent who witnesses a child's baptism and accepts a spiritual responsibility for their upbringing. A trusted mentor or advisor who has significant influence and offers support and guidance in personal or professional matters.
Examples:
Political godfather. Be my godfather at my christening. The wealthy businessman acted as a godfather to his protege, helping him to succeed in his career.
Bleachers.
A raised, uncovered seating area, usually consisting of long rows of benches or seats, typically found in sports stadiums or arenas to provide seating for spectators.
Examples:
Empty bleachers. Packed bleachers. The fans cheered from the crowded bleachers as their team scored a touchdown.
Stairwell.
A long, vertical road through a structure that is surrounded by a series of steps.
Examples:
Emergency stairwell. Open stairwell. Tom noticed them when he peered down the stairwell.
Pronounce.
To say or speak a word or words correctly or in a particular way.
Examples:
Pronounce a judgment. Pronounce a name. She struggled to pronounce the word in a foreign language.
Goofy.
Silly or foolish.
Examples:
Wear a goofy hat. With a goofy expression. He made a goofy face as he recalled this morning's events.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Undergird.
To provide support or a foundation for something, often by strengthening or reinforcing a structure or system.
Examples:
Undergird your argument. Undergird the ship. A strong foundation of customer satisfaction undergirds the business's success.
Big E.
Something important or significant.
Examples:
A media biggie. biggie in the market. Winning the lottery is a biggie for most people.
Ledge.
A narrow, flat surface or shelf that juts out from a wall or cliff, a projecting rib or molding along the edge of a surface.
Examples:
Ledge overlooking the ocean. Wooden ledge. He stood on the narrow ledge, looking down at the busy street below.
Overdo.
To exaggerate or exceed limits of something. To do or use something to such an excessive or exaggerated extent that it causes harm or becomes unpleasant. To overexert.
Examples:
Overdo exercise. Overdo caffeine. If you overdo the laundry detergent, it can damage your clothes.
Indulgent.
Given to yielding to the desires or whims of oneself or others, especially by being generous or lavish.
Examples:
An indulgent father. Indulgent lifestyle. The rich and indulgent dessert was worth every calorie.
Skim.
To read something quickly, to get a general idea of its contents, to remove any unwanted or unnecessary material from the surface of a liquid, to glide smoothly or briefly over a surface.
Examples:
Skim off the top. Skim the surface of the water. I like to skim the newspaper headlines in the morning to catch up on the news.
Sideways.
Towards or from the side, with one side forward or to the front, adjective, of movement, at an angle.
Examples:
Fall sideways. A sideways market. She glanced sideways at the conversation of the boy she was interested in.
Helpless.
Unable to take care of oneself or to do things without help.
Examples:
Helpless baby. Helpless victims. I feel so helpless without you.
Gurney.
A wheeled stretcher used for transporting patients, particularly in hospitals and emergency settings.
Examples:
Transport gurney. Gurney pushing. The paramedics lifted the injured man onto the gurney and rushed him to the hospital.
Mellow.
Of a person, relaxed and comfortable, of a color, sound, or light, soft and warm.
Examples:
A mellow apple. Mellow music. He was in a mellow mood after a long day of fishing.
Beckon.
To gesture or signal someone to come nearer or follow, to encourage or entice someone to do something, to seem attractive or desirable.
Examples:
Beckon with a hand. Beckon a taxi. The warm sun and gentle breeze beckoned us to spend the day outside.
Wheelie.
A maneuver performed on a bicycle, motorcycle, or similar vehicle whereby the front wheel is lifted off the ground and the rider moves forward on the rear wheel.
Examples:
Wheelie tricks. Do a wheelie. He rode his bike down the street, popping a wheelie to impress his friends.
Sketchy.
Lacking in detail or completeness, vague, uncertain, or unreliable, suspicious or questionable.
Examples:
Sketchy sources. Sketchy behavior. The neighborhood had a sketchy reputation due to its high crime rate.
Axe.
A tool with a metal blade that is usually attached to a wooden handle and is used for chopping wood or other materials.
Examples:
Chop wood with an axe. An axe in the toolbox. He used an axe to chop the firewood for the campfire.
Granular.
Consisting of or resembling small grains or particles, having a rough, irregular texture or appearance.
Examples:
A granular medicine. Granular data. The soil had a granular texture, making it easy to plant the seeds.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence, a feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Individuate.
To distinguish or separate an individual or item from a group or collective, to develop or acquire distinct characteristics that differentiate someone or something from others.
Examples:
Individuate personality. Individuate behavior. The therapist helped the patient to individuate their emotions and thoughts from those of their family members.
Silhouette.
An outline of a solid object that you see against a light background, a drawing of the outline of an object filled in with some uniform color.
Examples:
A person's silhouette. The silhouette of a garment. After the war, the silhouette of the country appears.
Individuality.
The qualities or characters that distinguish a particular person or thing from others of the same kind.
Examples:
Your individuality. Emphasize individuality. He has a strong sense of individuality.
Conducive.
Tending to make something likely or possible.
Examples:
Conducive question. Conducive to growth. The quiet and peaceful environment was conducive to concentration and productivity.
Steer.
To control the direction or movement of a vehicle, to direct a course of action, to guide or motivate someone.
Examples:
Steer a steady course. Steer a conversation. The captain told him to steer the ship north.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Disparate.
Very different or distinct from something else, and is not connected or comparable in any way.
Examples:
Disparate impact. Physically disparate location. The organization worked to bring together disparate groups in the community.
Ethos.
The set of beliefs and attitudes that belong to a particular community, nation, ideology, or a person.
Examples:
Ethos of science. Corporate ethos. Medical students need to acquire not only knowledge, but also a professional ethos of a doctor.
Edgy.
Being tense, nervous, or irritable. Nervous, jittery behavior, having a provocative, unconventional, or avant-garde style or mentality.
Examples:
Edgy haircut. Edgy fashion. I always feel edgy when I have to give a speech in front of a large crowd.
Visceral.
Relating to or affecting the internal organs, instinctive or emotional rather than rational, characterized by deep-seated emotional reactions or responses.
Examples:
Visceral organ. Visceral fear. After watching the horror movie, she had a visceral reaction and couldn't sleep all night.
Concussion.
A violent blow or jolt to the head or body that jars the brain, often resulting in temporary or prolonged unconsciousness, confusion, or memory loss, a shock or upheaval caused by a sudden change or event.
Examples:
Concussion symptoms. Concussion resistance. The football player suffered a concussion after being tackled during the game.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Usurp.
To take or claim a position, power, authority, etc., without the right or legitimate claim, to seize and hold something, especially a position or power, by force.
Examples:
Usurp power. Attempt to usurp the throne. The competitor tried to usurp the reigning champion's title.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Transcend.
To rise above or go beyond the limits of something.
Examples:
Transcend boundaries. Transcend limits. The music transcended cultural barriers and reached audiences globally.
Permanence.
The quality of being permanent, lasting, or enduring, the state or condition of being permanent.
Examples:
Permanence factor. Long-term permanence. The permanence of a tattoo is something to consider before getting one.
Disperse.
To spread out or distribute over a broad region, or to cause something to do so.
Examples:
Disperse false information. Disperse the protesters. Before authorities dispersed the protesters, they yelled slogans.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples:
Reinvent local dishes. Reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.